school owners, your number one job is to learn how to attract a student and to keep hold of them forever. Okay, I'm going to say it again. We need to learn how to attract students and keep hold of them forever, for as long as possible. So, your job again is to fill your school to get to reach an active count, to reach a monthly growth, to reach an annual growth that you're happy with, that allows you to live the lifestyle that you want. Okay, so in order for you to grow your school, you need to make sure that you're getting a regular flow of new inquiries, new leads, aka new white belts. Okay, now the schools that are the most successful out there, they're the ones that obviously understand marketing, understand sales, have got a clear sales enrollment process, a clear renewal process as well, and obviously underpinning all of those are clear retention strategies. Now, in this video, I'm not going to go into the full ins and outs of, you need these certain points at this stage and these certain points at that stage and so on. But for any school owners that are watching this, understand that the ability for you to attract students to your school each week, each month, and your ability then to enroll them and keep hold of them for as long as possible will determine how successful your school is. Okay, it's not your curriculum, it's not certain competitions, it's not the mats you've got, it's not the bags that you've got, it's not the certain mirrors you've got or anything like that. It is your ability to attract a student, ideally a family, and keep hold of them for as long as possible. All right, so some school owners I speak to, they try and compare themselves to other gym type of environments or anything like that. That is definitely not your competition at all. Okay, for you to run a highly successful, profitable martial arts school, you need to first of all make sure you're treating it like a business, definitely not like a hobby. So if your classes are 5 to 8 at night, or there or thereabouts, you can't turn up half an hour before. So you turn up about 4:30 and then teaching, delivering the best possible lessons until 8, and then doing that however many days a week you've got lessons, including Saturdays and or Sundays, and expect your school to just grow, okay, through word of mouth, through referrals. Now, I don't want to turn this into a marketing style video or a marketing explanation video, but word of mouth referrals are good, but you cannot rely on those to grow your school. Definitely not. Okay, you need to have lots of different marketing going on all of the time, each week, each month, each quarter, every 6 months, every year, and so on. There should be scheduled things in there that you're doing to generate traffic into your school. Okay, so like I said, cleaning your school is an important thing. Doing admin is important to a certain point, but delivering the best possible experience to your students, that's good. Building rapport with parents and students, that's also excellent. But you can't do any of that until, like I said at the start of the video, you learn how to attract and enroll and keep hold of students. Okay, that's it. Now, as soon as you start to understand marketing and how to build up your pipeline, okay, so that you're getting people into your sales funnel, then you can start to enroll them at reasonable price points, and then start to obviously make sure that they're staying with you for the benefits that you've sold to them, or the benefits that you've made them obviously understand that they will achieve through your tuition. Okay, so it doesn't matter what grade you are. Again, I mentioned this in my book, so if you haven't obviously invested in a copy of my book, make sure you do so. It is available on Amazon, How to Build a Highly Profitable Martial Arts School, so maybe invest in a copy after watching this video. You need to make sure that you're building on retention constantly, okay? All right, so unfortunately, some of the school owners, well, fortunate as well, they realise that they need help. Some of the school owners that get to speak to don't track essential things, so they don't really know where the school is heading, okay? Just try and play it month by month to see if anything changes. Now, again, it's like that famous quote, isn't it? If you do everything that you've always done, you'll get everything you've always got, and so on. So in order for you to grow your school, to make it more and more successful, like, if there's any of you watching this that have competed before, you get to a certain level and then it's the marginal gains that'll separate you from other competitors and so on. It's the same with running any type of business, okay? So whether I'm helping my martial arts school owners, whether I'm helping my property investors, or obviously business owners, it's always the marginal gains once you get to a certain point that are going to help you make your business even more successful. Now, Pareto's principle will apply into this as well across all things, but to pull it back to my main point, you must understand that your number one goal in building your school, building a successful school with a legacy, you know, passing on knowledge, making sure that the standard continues to improve, is to attract a student and keep hold of them forever. Okay, everything boils down to those. All right, how are you attracting students, how are you enrolling them, and then most importantly, how are you making sure you keep hold of them? One of my great mentors used to say, you should never just throw them over the wall. So one of the worst things you can do is, you've got the credit card details, you've gone like that, and then you've gone, right, next, okay? It's not that type of transaction. As soon as they've enrolled with you in your school, that's really when the hard work starts, or that's when the proper work starts. You then got to obviously make sure you're delivering excellent lessons, make sure that you're doing decent team training so that there isn't a disparity or a difference between one instructor and another. Okay, so one of the worst things you could ever do, and again from experience, you know, building up a schools from 2004, having one instructor do one day, then another instructor doing another day, and so on, because the students then start to have favourite instructors, which is fine, but they'll start to go on one particular day rather than another day, and so on. So you want to make sure that all of the team, of course, they're all going to have certain things that they like more than others and be able to teach certain things slightly different than other instructors would do. But your students have always got to have the best experience possible, regardless whoever is teaching. And again, you're going to think, well, why is he mentioning that? Of course we want that, but it all ties back into retention. So I'm going to leave it there, just a quick video, because I finished a call about 10-15 minutes ago. We were talking about this. So if you're watching this now, hopefully, you know, you've made a few notes, you've made some changes, and you've started to implement things into your school, because it's always going to take step by step, always just small incremental improvements, which will help you run a more successful business. One more time, if you haven't invested in a copy of that yet, okay, get on Amazon, invest £13-14, I think it is, something like that. How to build a highly profitable martial arts school, and it will mention lots in there, okay, from somebody that's been there and done that. Again, check out more videos on this YouTube channel. But if you're serious about obviously growing your martial arts school, information is fantastic, it really is, but we need accountability, and you need somebody there directing you all of the time, okay? If you're serious about getting better, if you're serious about building the school that you know you deserve, and obviously having the profit margins that you want and that you deserve as well, then apply for mentorship, okay? So check out the website, there might be a link below. If not, check out the website. Good luck and all the best.